Welcome to the Better Questions Podcast, a show where we dare to go deeper. We are opening space for more honest conversation, slow, meaningful insights in a fast-moving world. Every week we pick a topic and sit down with thinkers, doers, and challengers, not only to hear not what they already know, but to explore what they are still learning. Maybe the right question at the right time can change everything. And now, here's the host of the Better Questions Podcast, Kevin Hovey.
It is January 2026, so this will be the first time I have picked, phone and face, picked. It's an interesting moment. I also hope that this sets conditions for something better, for better questions in this whole podcasting arena. So look, if you're new to me, I want to make one thing expressly clear. I never wanted to be a podcaster, and here I am with a podcast. I tried to get to everybody through alternate means, offering to pay for advertising I didn't want, not to get onto podcasts, but to talk to the people that had influences, and I just couldn't get to them. So now I'm here. Here I am doing my own thing. And look, I haven't promoted any of it because I'm not proud of it, but it's like no different. It's no different. It's just another. We don't need more podcasters. We do not need more we need less podcasters. We need more synthesis, and we have some things that we're going to bring into existence that will help that. But for now, the conversation that I've been running after for 13 years is I just want to constructively and productively bring different viewpoints into the same room. And it's well, people are doing that. It's no. If you listen to a debate, it's I'm going to beat you. It's not a debate. We need discourse. We need discourse, and we started a little bit. We didn't do a lot of it. And yeah, so one of my good buddies that's been super helpful in participating in the project was kind of asking me some questions that prompted good thoughts. Hey, if you have a conversation that you don't love and it's not great and it's not good for the audience, why would you put it up? And I'm well, somebody took their time to come and talk to me, and who am I to decide, right? And so there's a bunch how do you do more with less? So yeah, I'm super proud and embarrassed that I've got over 100 recordings. I've yet to promote one. I'm not amped on it. There's been a lot of really good conversations. Nobody here any of that twisted, but it's a bit of the same. I don't want to go. I freaking hate self-promotion. I think self-promotion is gross. I'm ready to self-promote when we're doing something different and we're not there yet. So look, I'm going to send this to the people that are close to me that are invested in the project, that have expressed being invested in the project. I'm going to ask you to double down. I want to do the first peer-reviewed podcast, and so part of not just churning more bull crap would be to say no. If we do a recording and it doesn't pass the committee's review, it doesn't smell right, it doesn't meet these thresholds, then we don't post it. And I'm going to tell people as they're coming on the show that that's how we do things. And it's no disrespect to them, and we'll give them the recording and then they can use it, but that it won't be posted because we don't want to just do any more of this more nonsense, right? So if you're getting this personally from me, I'm asking you to be part of this committee, and the ask is just watch the podcast, so maybe 2 hours a week, and much promotion would be cool, but just hey, that was stupid, or hey, this was not stupid. And I want you guys to have a weigh in on what we tried to do, what we're trying to do. I built this for the people that don't have a podcast, so we can go get the information that's so hard to glean and all that. So I'm looking for 5 to 10 people that are yeah, I'm down to party with you. I can't make any promise because what I've done here is spent a lot of money. It's totally the wrong way, but when and if we get to the big leagues, which I am fully intent on doing, I think I out-curious most of them. I think I out-conversate most of them. I don't out-promote most of them, and I got to figure that out. We're going to figure that out. But I've got a strategy for good sponsorship, not bullshit sponsorship. Part of the reason we're here. But anyway, yeah, if you just listen and where are we going with better questions for anybody that's what the hell is this guy doing? If it doesn't fit or situate into these 4 categories, I'm not going to do it. So if it doesn't prompt curiosity, or this is what I'm trying to do. I want to prompt curiosity. Let's go affirming, not negative. Prompt curiosity, some type of topic of interest, a unique perspective, or something I'm passionate about. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. I want to prompt curiosity. I want to find topics that are interesting, that are being talked about in a different way, and I can get into that, a unique perspective or something I'm passionate about. And I'm going to tell you what I'm tolerant, what I'm passionate about right now. So I am passionate about responsible capitalism. You should try to get to my manifesto. I don't know where the heck it is these days, but it was a beautiful off the cuff riff about, you could get a good idea of who I am with that. But responsible capitalism, free and fair information is the gate for that. Small business advocacy is really important. And like we can complain about our current situation, but like we have lost the tenets of capitalism. I think we need to bring that back. I love snowmobiling, I love motocross, I love archery, I love outdoors, I love everything blue collar. I'm a big, I think in my own right, a community builder. I think community and relationships are so important. I love solving problems, particularly those that people don't think can be solved. Number one on the list is divisiveness. Big diesel motor guy. I love diesel trucks and business. So those are my 10. Those are the 10 things I'm passionate about. That hits the fourth category there, right? And so that's where we're going. What drew me to this was I was always frustrated, like you'd listen, like, so we call it long form conversation, like the podcasting world, and it's turned into nothing but clickbait. It's all clickbait. So, and it's better than Facebook, but it's not, right? And we can't consume these topics in 3 hours. We can't even begin to contemplate all that there is to most of these topics in a 3-hour conversation. You would need to listen to maybe 3 to 5 really well-tuned and opposing views, experts of the topic, not just whoever's famous on the topic. Then you need to read all the literature. Then we need to understand the history, and then we could form a good opinion. Like we need to be more deliberate in what we're doing for it to be any good, right? And so like, you know, you listen to a podcast about ancient civilizations, that's one. And it's like, there's so much for us to go dig into there. It's a bad one. There's just like, you can't cover abortion in one conversation. You got to have 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, as many as it takes to actually get to a robust understanding of like, how do we go forward, and stop placating to the nonsense, right? So I want to do that. I'm going to call them, I got the 4 topics. I got myself out of order here, but either CEs or CIs, like contemplative investigations or curious explorations. So we're going to here's the components. We're going to take a topic of interest. We're going to ID all relevant questions surrounding the topic. We're going to identify and select the most impactful / beneficial questions to go after. Then we're going to ID all the subject matter experts, all the SMEs, all the invested parties, all the influencers that are like niched in on this shit, right? And we're going to go conduct the investigation. We're going to talk to all of them, and we're going to actually like deliver a better way of exploring topics than exists today, in my opinion. And it's going to be peer reviewed, right? So if it sucks, my committee is going to say, hey, that sucks, don't put it up, right? And we'll let you know as it's going on. There's no smoke and mirrors. There is no sponsors. I'm not beholden to anybody, and it should just be good. And it's like, well, why is that really that novel? Unfortunately, I think it is, right? I think it is. I mean, the Real News No Bullshit looks like they're doing a good job, but like, you can't trust journalists. So like, let's just go do some pod series and like have a bunch of conversations and like try to drill in on a few topics. And I'll talk about the topics later. So we conduct the investigation, and then we can draw the final and top, probably 3 theses. Like, these are this is how you, after doing all of this is like the 3 most logical camps to end up in, and this is where they kind of merge. And I've drawn the concentric circles instead of having very little overlap. Can't do it with my hands. Like, it should be much overlap, little on the fringes when we're done with these things. And then I will always make a go forward recommendation. Like, I just always will do that. I'll give you my. I think a lot of people are afraid to express their opinion. Like, I will, for better or for worse. So the first 4 that are like really ruminating for me, and I'm just dying to have a conversation with Aaron Apke, Wes Huff, myself, and Nathan Apple. Just like the idea of tolerant love, which is what Jesus talks about in religion. And I just don't find compassionate, tolerant love in any of the faith traditions right now. And I think it's a worthy exploration. Most of what we've done on Better Questions is related to that, but not deliberate. It's not deliberate, it's just passive. I need to be more pointed, more focused, right? So that's one of the topics. The second one, and I think it's Man, I think it's important. Is like, what the hell's masculinity anymore? Like, what does it mean to be a strong man? What does it mean to be a good man? Like, what does a woman want? Where did the men go? I have a bunch of theories. I think porn comes into this. I think OnlyFans comes into this. I think women being more capable than men in the workplace comes into this. I think there's so much about, like, what is a man's job? To protect it, to provide and protect. Well, we're not at war, so is there protection needed? Y'all are out competing most men in the workspace, so do you need to be provided for? What the hell does a man do? Well, he probably gets a napkin and watches something on his TV. And who's he watching? Like, other women. So, like, we've been trained. I'm not excusing it. I think men need to do better, but and I don't know. I think, Wild at Heart, I'm reading that. I cannot wait to talk to John Aldridge. I'm going to talk to John Aldridge. I can't wait to talk to some OnlyFans. I want to do the OnlyFans models versus trad wives. Like, get the influencers and let's have a conversation. Like, what is good? What is good? Is this good? Like, women, OnlyFans models. I do not condemn you, but you're making a lot of money while probably contributing to the degradation of men, right? Men. Because now they don't even have to go court you. They can just log on, pay their money, and you or somebody else pretends that you're into them, feels good, they get their nut off, and like, we're just beasts. We're stupid beasts, us men. And we are trained to run after the prize. And if the prize is on our phone, I don't know. As you can see, I have opinions. I'm a fence contractor. I don't know what I'm talking about. Cannot wait to explore this. We're going to go to the depths. I've been trying all year. Can't get an OnlyFans model to talk to me. Maybe I'll have to take my shirt off or get to the gym, then take my shirt off. Maybe that'll happen. Yeah, and then just generally, what's good for the human? Like, what is good? What is wellness? This is something Becca and I, with Wild and Well Together, working on. Arthur Brooks's position, capitalism versus socialism, like AI. We've got all this. Like, what is good for the human? Like, what is important? What does it even mean to be a human? So that's topic 3. And then 4, and this one I'm ready to go off. Like, I feel I could speak to this. It's like big business, private equity, family business versus Wall Street, that whole deal. Like, I really thought long and hard about coming out and niching myself as the anti-PE guy, but it's just too narrow for me. I'm too broad of a guy, but I have a lot to say. If you're somebody that, like, when they ask you what you're doing, you like to puff your chest up and, oh, I'm in private equity. Fuck you. Just fuck you. You're a loser. I'm not speaking to all private equity people. You know who you are, and your shoes are weak, and you should go outside and do something hard, and stop putting on somebody else's jersey and watch football every weekend, and you suck at golf, and golf isn't cool. Anyway, yeah, I just want to dig into that. Like, what? Maybe we edit that out. Maybe we didn't probably need to go there, but don't edit it. Just keep it. It's fine. If somebody's mad, you can come on the show and talk to me. I think private equity is a place for unimaginative wealth to be deployed irresponsibly and suck culture out of companies and country. There, I said it. And listen, if you're a big private equity person and you think you're doing good in the world, maybe I got something to learn from you. I can't wait for that conversation. I will be coming with opinions. So yeah, that's the pivot. I'm going to use this and hopefully form a committee. If you want to be on that committee, if this gets posted before I set it up, let me know. All I'm asking is for you guys to listen to it, interact with it, and give feedback. One of the things that's really big for me, and it may seem like carelessness, and there's a level of that, is like, I have time to have the conversations. I have time to set the stage for the conversations, and I will always make time for anybody that wants to interact or have comments about it, or, like, I'm like, everybody's like, I'm an influencer, but I don't go to the comments. I find that to be inauthentic and bullshit. Like, I will make time for that, but what I won't make time for is to go listen to myself and audit a conversation I existed in, trying to market it, or I don't know. It's just something about the purity of the authenticity of the conversation. I don't, if I sounded stupid, that's good. If somebody wants to call me for sounding stupid, I'd like to respond to them. And if they think that what I said was stupid, then I'd like to have them on and have another conversation. So I'm not playing myself back. Like, It's not because I don't care about the quality. It's because as soon as that's such a slippery slope. It's like, well, I want to sound like this, and then it's like I don't have any makeup. I don't have audio makeup. I don't You're looking at my office. It's not what I want it to be, but I got my bow in the back. I got my safe in the back. Got my what do they call that? The sea bag, my muck boots. So yeah, it just authenticity is most important to me. So that's the pivot. Look forward to the deliberate explorations, investigations, contemplations. That's what we're trying to do is evoke better thought. Yeah, thanks for riding the wave. What's crazy, and I'll share this with you, is I have over close to 400 outlined podcasts I'd love to do. I have no less than 400 videos of myself talking on the phone. We haven't promoted it yet, right? It's just what's the strategy? How do we show up? What if people cancel? And that, it's it's coming. It's coming pretty soon. Keep going back and forth. It's do I have to be on social media? Do I have to? Should I not? Wish I didn't have to. For a period of time, it's going to be necessary. That's what we've decided. So, cheers. We're going to try to prompt curiosity, find topics of interest, approach them in interesting ways, find new perspectives, and you'll listen to me talk about things I'm passionate about, which is coming up tonight, actually. So, yeah. Better Questions 2026. Here we go.
Thanks for listening to the Better Questions podcast. If you have questions or comments on this episode, feel free to reach out to us through our website, which you'll find in the show notes below. We also have a Linktree page that lists most, if not all, of the sites that stream the Better Questions podcast, and you'll find a link to that in the show notes as well. So you can click on that, find your favorite site, click on over and subscribe, and you'll never miss another episode. Thank you for listening. This continues to be an interesting journey, and we're happy to have you along for the ride.